Perfect.
Okay, so we are now recording. We're live. The December 11th, 2015 Small Business Accounting Advisors. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
So, Linda, you're having storms outside your window today.
I am. Here I am in Southern California, and it's raining, and it's pretty much a nice light rain, which is the kind we like, especially after forest fires and that. But this has been a thunderstorm. We had a little bit of hail. Not much, but a little bit. So and the sun is now out. So
okay. And James said he was sending his rain up to you.
Right.
Got plenty up here.
We'll be here soon.
And yeah, Dennis, you've got major storms happening there, don't you?
Yeah, usually after about a week, you start worrying about flooding.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have a question for Joanne.
Hi, Joanne.
Are you no longer writing for SOB? I looked looked like both you and having a brain. Or no,
Stacy?
Mariette, yeah, Mariette.
Marietta.
Looks like you guys are not writing for SOB anymore or having the hangouts. Is that right?
No, we're done.
I think that's the end of that story.
Yeah, I guess.
Fine. Yeah, no
People on there.
reason to talk about it.
Yep. Yeah. No, it's it was a perfect time for me to part ways. I have a lot of other stuff I had to concentrate on, and
Joanne's just too busy being awesome socially.
yeah, well,
got TV stations calling after you and TV interviews to do.
How did that go? How did that go?
Oh, it ended up being like they basically knew what story they wanted to do. So
Yeah, they always do.
Yeah, they actually just wanted to focus on charitable contributions.
No.
So that's all we talked about. It wasn't really that exciting. No.
Hey.
We love your new hair, Joanne.
Why, thank you. My husband likes it too because
that's the most important thing.
He never liked purple.
I like this color, but I love purple too, though.
Yeah.
I have my hair purple too, so you know I like it.
That you didn't like the purple.
I did like the purple.
No, I'm talking to my husband.
Okay.
My husband wants to be in the hangout tonight.
How's he
doing,
Joanne? I know well after his operation.
What's that?
I'm glad he's doing really well after his operation. That was just 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, he's going in Monday for one more, so.
Oh, goodness.
Charming.
Ouch.
Let's hope that's the last one for him.
Yes.
Yeah, we hope so.
Well, what should we start with? Dennis, you wanted to do a screen share today. You found an app that allows you to download directly from Google Drive to Dropbox?
To transfer directly from Google Drive to Dropbox and vice versa.
Oh, wow, that's great.
So,
yeah.
see if I can
I thought that there was a Chrome extension that did that.
Let's see. Are you seeing my screen?
It's
okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is it called?
It's called Molt Cloud. And
MULT.
yeah, see, I can't even see it on my screen. I don't, I just see.
That's tough.
So anyway, I'm looking at the other screen, and so if I want to I've got like Google Drive, and I have. Can you see this like Dropbox?
Yeah, it's so cool.
And the best part is it seems to be free.
And does it? Can you? Does it have an app for the iPhones and stuff?
I don't know about that, but for example, if I wanted to transfer something from Bill.com, I could go click copy, and then copy to Dropbox, and then copied in here. And so it has the transfer progress. I think the free version is a little bit slower, but then if I go up here to Dropbox, and customizable Bill.com.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, see, here it is right here. It tells you the date. And so if you go to like moltcloud.com, it it's something that's kind of, it's been a sore point with me because I like to have, duplicate backups. And I've got a lot more stuff in my Google Drive than my Dropbox, but I've got 1 terabyte for both services. So I'm trying to move stuff from Dropbox rather than download it to my hard drive and then upload it back to Dropbox. I can just, like you see, just do it directly. And I know there's a paid version, but it seemed like you can sync it automatically or have to schedule it, and it's got faster transfer times. But that's the thing I saw that might make a difference. But the part I'm using is free, so I don't know if there's any kind of data limitations or,
Right, right.
So far, I like it. I mean, it's, like I said, it doesn't cost me anything, so I thought
And
I
it
would share.
looks super easy too.
I thought I would share it with you just so in case
Thank
someone else.
you.
So I don't think I need to share my screen anymore. I'll just get back into
Dennis,
Okay.
Dennis, you're moving files from
Google Drive to
from
Google
Dropbox to your
Google
Google
Drive.
Drive, or
You can
the
do
other way?
You can do it either way.
Oh, either way. Okay.
So it's like if I want to make sure that I get things backed up in both Dropbox and Google Drive, I can just upload it to one and then copy it using this tool to the other one. And so it's like I don't always feel good about just having one place to back up. I like to have multiple backups.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I can share for whatever reason from Dropbox much easier than I can from my Google Drive.
Yeah, but like I say before, I was having to download it to my hard drive or upload it separately to Dropbox from my hard drive. And so I just thought that it'd be something people might be interested in. So,
Absolutely. Thank you.
okay, so I'm going to stop sharing now.
So while we're on that subject, we were talking a little bit about HubDoc and Receipt Bank, and you're talking about a file saving system, Connie?
Yeah, I'm looking for something that can link the paper document to the QuickBooks Online transaction for researching and document retention needs.
So you want to actually keep the documents in QuickBooks Online?
Yeah, I think that that's the way I want to go. But I'm not sure.
I think SmartVault has a integration with QBO.
Well,
Marco?
HubDoc does too. I know HubDoc does.
'Cause
I just haven't really been that interested in HubDoc because I have my own way of keeping files that I've been doing for years and years. And to move over to a new system is going to take a lot of time to get my clients over there. And once my clients know something, I'm not real eager to have them try out every new app.
That's the way I am. It's the way I am. I don't like. It's hard enough getting them to actually use the one I have, let alone trying to educate them on a new one.
It absolutely
Doesn't QBO have that option inside of it where you can click to add an attachment to any
Yeah.
transaction?
Yeah. So I'm not sure. I'm researching what's the best way to get all that paper from a client in a virtual way and then get them attached to QuickBooks Online transactions because they'll be coming in from the bank. But how do I attach the paperwork?
Yeah.
I would check out SmartVault and just see what kind of functionality they have.
Well,
I know they,
SmartVault really doesn't bring it into QBO. SmartVault kind of attaches itself along with the QBO transaction, I believe. I think it was very, very similar to what PaperSafe Plus used to do with the desktop product. But yeah, and I think HubDoc's the same thing. I think HubDoc is obviously something that runs alongside of QBO, brings the transaction in, but I don't think it actually attaches the receipt actually into the QBO, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I got the sense that it was outside of QBO, but it was like,
Yeah.
it almost.
I prefer to keep my files outside of QBO, even for my clients.
Yeah.
What happens if you want to switch or something like that?
Right, absolutely. And what happens?
What I do with mine is I have for a lot of my clients, I set them up with Evernote, and I have them get a premium or premier or whatever the highest level Evernote, and they they can use their phone, they can forward emails to Evernote, and it becomes totally searchable. So it's an easy way to immediately find something, even if you don't even have your QuickBooks file open. You can be able to search for a dollar amount. You can search for payee and just about anything you want to.
And that's what you lose if you attach only to QBO.
Plus, I don't really trust.
I use it for everything.
I don't trust
Your
Intuit.
desktop.
You know, I don't trust Intuit because, like, for example, with Smart Vault,
They giveth and they taketh away.
I mean, they start stuff and it'll last for years, and they all of a sudden, make a brief announcement that they're no longer supporting it. So I would prefer to be use an outside vendor that I think is committed to the product rather than trying to get everything done in QBO or QuickBooks Desktop.
I don't know. I have faith in QBO. I think it's just going to get more and more robust, and I'm hoping to fully utilize QBO for everything.
I watched a a short webinar, and it was about the neat scanner.
Mhm.
I guess
That was what Seth's
yeah, they have two versions. I don't know if you got to see it, Connie.
Yeah.
You did?
No.
Oh, okay. They have a version which I have, the old paper desktop one that goes to your desktop, but they have another one now that goes right to the web. And they claim that they have good integration with QuickBooks Online.
But that's a one-to-one relationship. I'm not sure if they can do different QuickBooks files at this point. That was where he said that's coming in the near future,
Okay.
to have more than one QuickBooks file attached, which would be what you would need, I'm assuming, for your clients.
Well, I guess they didn't really, it didn't sound to me like it was fully fleshed out, but they were talking about, would you have the client purchase the account for the Neat? Because I guess, they store it in the cloud. They store
And then you would need to have your client attach the files to QBO instead of you doing it. Now, if your clients are able to do that, that's fine.
I thought he said you could have an accountant access the file up in the cloud as well. I could be mistaken. Well, anyway, you can always go to their website and check them out.
Check out Seth's Hangout this morning. We got a demo on it, and he does qualify it there.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep. So, let me see. What else do we want to talk about? We talked about POS to QB. Is that?
I have a client that uses POS. They're a florist, and they use the Dove POS system that integrates with QuickBooks Desktop, and it sends over a journal entry every night automatically that just summarizes the day's transactions.
Is it working well?
Oh, it's been working great for years.
Okay, so someone that set it up mapped the accounts correctly.
Right.
That is the key to the whole operation.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you're just getting a journal entry at the end of the day. Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that's what QuickBooks POS does too. It's just a summary journal entry, details in the POS system.
Deb here.
Hey, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Woohoo!
How was your cruise?
It was good. 11 days, man. Oh, brother.
11 days. You went to my
Wonderful. They had a
favorite
great-
island, Dominica.
Oh, well, that was one of the best places when I went through that gorge and was swimming in this gorge where they filmed Pirates of the Caribbean.
Aha.
Is that where is it called like the throat of the mountain where you go through this like narrow passageway, you swim till you get to the middle of the mountain and there's a waterfall there?
Yeah, there's a waterfall. It was real, and the water was ice cold.
Ugh.
You know, and I loved it. You know, Hal wouldn't go in the water because, oh, it's over my head. I'm like, oh, brother. So
But it was awesome.
was
Awesome once you get
great.
there.
You know, we were gone 11 days. I feel I've been away more than I've been home. I mean, QuickBooks Connect for a week, home for a week, Sleater for a week, Thanksgiving, and then a cruise for 11 days.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you do everything in the cloud. You can.
Oh, I tell you what. But it's nice to come home to 4 monitors.
Yes.
And sometimes when I was on the boat, I timed it. It would take 5 seconds for when I would hit the key to when it would show up on the computer. So you went, I mean, if you missed the word the, took 15 seconds to type.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it was challenging. But you know what? You got to do what you got to do when you're on a cruise ship, you know?
Downtime's just so much more fun.
I know. I was going to try to get on the Hangout last week. I thought, well, this will be a hoot if I can connect, and then I forgot. So
Oh, you were just having too much fun.
I forget where we were. I mean, all those islands look alike after a while. You don't even know where you are.
Except for Dominica. That was like, the people there are so nice.
Oh, yeah, it was. I really liked that place. That was the first time I had ever been there.
Yeah, yeah. They call it Nature's Island.
That was great. I mean, it was just great. And
They
I
have
went
so many-
snorkeling in
yeah.
St. Thomas, and I went swimming in St. Croix, and
Nice.
beach. Typical stuff. Ate too much. I mean, we take bets how many lobsters Hal's going to eat on lobster night. He had 7 this
Oh
time.
my goodness.
Whoa.
And a prime rib. He goes, don't forget to tell him I ate the prime rib. I said, oh, all right. What's a prime rib? He goes, but also let him know I don't eat anything but the lobster and the meat. I said, okay, I'll tell him.
You can do whatever you want on those.
That's
days.
right. On a cruise, you can do whatever you want.
That's right.
But I'm glad to be home.
Linda, would you like to update us on your project that you've been working on?
Yes, I am just about done with it. We enter a whole bunch of stuff into QuickBooks, and it's basically just a checkbook register, but because it's kind of sort of complicated, and I don't want to get into bank feeds with them at this point, because they seem to have a pretty good system for just entering it. And they also do business with Amazon. When you go to their website and you buy something from Prodime, you actually get sent to the Amazon site. Oh, Donna's trying to come on.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's all right. I'm going to decline it. And so you have an awful lot of deductions off of Amazon all the time. They have all these different discounts and fees. So I just let him do that. He has a system for doing that. But we take a month-end summary for the sales and the AR, and I enter that, moving it from credit and debit, and I use a clearing account to do that. I deposit the sales and the AR received into a clearing account, and then when he does his when he puts his money into their regular bank account where we reconcile it, that's just a transfer over from the clearing account I do the AR.
Ah, so you're connecting everything beforehand, and then when he just puts the lump sum in, then you're reconciling it. Nice.
Yeah, so that way you're not dealing now and now I'm putting in inventory and costs of goods sold. And that he enters everything when he pays for things as if it's a purchase cost of goods sold. He never calls anything inventory. So what I'm going to have to do is basically compare side by side and that's what I'm working on now, the QuickBooks numbers and the numbers coming out of the Oak Street third-party software, so I get an accurate inventory and purchases at month end. But in between, it won't be accurate. But on month end, if we do a report and it's stated the last day of every month, it'll be perfect.
Why
So,
don't you make it easy on yourself? This is what I do a lot of times. I say, what's your average cost of goods? They tell me, I make an adjustment. At the year end is when I count it.
Oh, okay. So you're making it like even throughout the months of the
Yeah.
year, and then the
Yeah.
big adjustment at the end
They
of
go,
the
they say my cost of goods is normally 60%. I said, okay. So I look at what it is because they do the same thing. Everything's expensed. And then I look at the P&L and say, okay, well, it's now at 40%. I got to make an adjustment to get it to 60. Next month when I do it, it's at 70. I make adjustment the other way. At the end of the year is when I go through all the shenanigans to say, how much is on your shelf at the cost? And now we get the correct number for the year-end tax return. That's what I do.
yeah, well, we'll probably do something year end. To be honest, is this Deborah that was talking?
Yeah, yeah.
I am not sure that I understand what you're saying. I'm not a bookkeeper and I'm not an accountant. I'm just a QuickBooks expert.
Right.
My degree is in mathematics.
Well, then it should be really easy. If you just run a P&L, add the percentage. You have to ask them what they're
But when you say run a P&L as their percentage, aren't you talking about doing that in QuickBooks where everything's in QuickBooks, or in Oak Street where everything's in Oak Street? They do some things in Oak Street and most everything else in QuickBooks. And they used to do it all in Quicken. I just moved them from Quicken to QuickBooks, and they do 15 million a year.
well, like when they put in everything that goes into QuickBooks, probably when he buys things, he just purchases stuff, right?
That's right. That's what he
Okay.
does. And I think with my journal entry of matching the inventory and the cost of goods sold to the Oak Street numbers with adjustments, I think that ought to work fine month end. I just don't want to do it every single day.
No, I wouldn't do it every day. No way.
That's crazy. Yeah.
But you said you do it by 60%. How
Well,
often?
whatever it is that they say, if you figure out his gross profit it depends on the industry and what they're running gross profit at.
Right.
So if his gross profit's 30%, when you go to QuickBooks and you run a profit and loss and you add the percentage column and it says, okay, and sales are always at 100%. So
Got it. I know that. I'm aware of that.
So your cost of goods when you run the P&L before the adjustment is, let's say they sold $100,000.
Got it.
And when you run the P&L, the cost of goods on that particular month is $70,000 to give you, that would be a 70% cost, 30% margin. If his margin is 40% on average, you would have to adjust the cost of goods by making an inventory to cost of goods to get that percentage to 40%.
Right. So you would do it by percent rather than taking hard numbers from the software that they're using for their invoices and that.
Right, because and this is all about what they're willing to pay for and what I'm willing to do and what they need.
Right. Well, they're the ones that are getting me the reports and giving me the numbers end of month. So I will hold that in reserve that if that looks like it might be easier.
Yeah, you eventually have to do it where you know what the actual inventory is at year end. I mean, they still have to do that piece.
Yes, well, they do that in this other software, in Oak Street, a thing called Oak Street. So
the other thing you might want to do is if you run your numbers do it for a couple of months and say, gee whiz, it's always this percentage. I know the percentage what it should be.
Got it.
Let me just make an estimate. I don't have to take my life and figure this out to the nth degree.
Right.
And then year end, I'll do it by item number, and it'll be close enough.
I will really look at that because Deborah, I'm doing it every month for the last 3 years. That's what I'm doing over the weekend. I have.
All right, well, run a couple of months and see what the percentage go out at. Now, if he's selling the same types of things, and some things might have higher margins than others, so it depends on what they're looking for.
Yeah, they actually sell quite a bit of. They sell a lot of cheese slicers. That the wire is guaranteed for life. It's like a wooden or bamboo or whatever butcher block cheese slicer. And then they also sell wine accessories, nice plasticware, not cheap plasticware, but they have. You can put tea in a pitcher and fruit infuse it, and there's just all kinds of neat party wear that they're selling now. And they have it all manufactured in either Hong Kong or Taiwan. Then it's shipped here, and they assemble it in their warehouse here, so it's made in America.
Okay.
So
And it depends what they want. I mean, some things might have a higher markup than others. If they do it by the line item like you're doing, the advantage to that is you can actually see what they should continue to sell. You know, like,
well, that's going to have to come out of the Oak Street.
yeah.
And we'll look at that. They decided they're going to add me on. I did a $4,000 contract, which is up right now, and they're going to add me on at either 500 or 1,000 a month, depending on what they want to do. I think 500 a month will be fine to just keep them going. They're probably going to decide to sell the business, or sell parts of it. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
So they needed to have accurate financials to decide what, if anything, they could do with it. Basically,
Right.
they've just taken all the money out of the business. They make sure that they take it basically down to almost nothing every year.
Yeah. Don't they all clients do that? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess it's a great, it's a nice. The companies that I have that are making money are manufacturers and distributors. The other people struggle. The service businesses struggle to cover costs and everything, but not the manufacturers. So
You're kicking butt, huh?
I enjoy it. I enjoy sitting down and working with people and reassuring them, when they call me on the phone and they're sure they've totally messed up the file and nobody's going to be able to rescue it. I can say, oh, no worries. Where are you? Let me get down there and show you.
Now, can you do this remotely? Because if I got a call from a manufacturer the other day, and I said, "Sorry, I'm not doing them." But if I knew you do it, I would have given him your number.
Okay, well, next time you can. Now, there's some manufacturers that I don't like to deal with. I have another manufacturer. Actually, he's more like a fulfillment center.
Uh-huh.
He fulfills CDs and books and puts packages together with people, and he doesn't want to pay any money to do it. And
Well, then, yeah.
I just won't work for less than 100, and now I'm doing contracts with people. I'll sit down with them for 1 or 2 free hours to figure out what they need done, and then I give them a contract and they pay up front. I like that a lot better. So
Nice. So Donna made it on, and Susan
Yeah.
made it on. We're both muted, it looks like. Christina tried to make it on. Brandon tried to make it on. I'm not sure exactly what's happening. They are both members of our Facebook page. And I thought, since we set up the Facebook page and the events, every week I'm setting up events now on the Facebook page, so the link will always be there. I do not want to put the link in the event for Google because it goes public there, and we really don't want anybody coming.
Riffraff. No riffraff.
No riffraff. That's right.
Did you see the link I put in the chat about Congress authorizing private tax collectors? You
So
heard
what
that?
does that mean, Dennis?
You may be getting dunning phone calls from private collectors rather than the IRS,
Ah,
which I think would be easier because you just, block their call. I mean, it's not like they can go and seize your assets, I don't think. So I'd be more afraid of the IRS.
well, absolutely. You'd be more afraid of the IRS. A private, yeah.
I put a link to the article in Forbes. It's kind of interesting.
Okay, well, we'll see if that flies.
Dennis, you think they're going to work on commission basis?
Probably. I don't know. But I mean, if people want to blow off the IRS, they're not going to be willing.
Yeah, what's a private person going to do? Right, exactly.
Just block their calls. It's like, what do you?
Exactly.
So I thought that was kind of amusing.
So what else do we want to talk about? Let me
Hey,
see.
Jeannie, that picture of me and you turned out great.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed that. Thank you, Deb.
That turned out really good.
We got a lot of publicity on that too.
You know?
Hey, Dennis.
Yes.
I have to take I don't have to, but I'm going to take my next tax exam tonight.
Uh-oh. My condolences.
Good luck. Well, I know you'll be ready for it.
I just want to get it over with so I can move on with, life.
Well, about that time, it'll be time to start talking about year-end cleanups and getting people ready to.
Year end's only about 3 weeks away, you know. so-
Exactly.
which I just looked at my calendar like, holy crap, I didn't realize it was that close.
People should have their books in order so they can tell if they're making money or not, so they know what to do at the end of the year.
Correct.
You can't do tax planning unless you know what you're planning.
And now's the time to find out if you got any problems, you know.
Exactly. Not in January after the year is over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like,
Tax
what do we
planning,
have
did
to work
anybody
with?
sit in on Hector's webinar yesterday and Michelle's webinar?
Oh, I didn't get to see it yet.
No, that app or software, the tax planner, that is
Oh,
so
that's
awesome. And he showed how we bookkeepers could even use it for,
Yeah.
for our clients.
Is that Intuit software?
No, but
No.
no, it's not. It's separate.
And it was a really good deal. I signed up for it because I
did
want
I.
to be able to help my clients do
And
tax.
you could charge. It's an extra service you can give to your clients. Easy,
How much is
$100
it?
more a month for that.
It
Who
was
made-
free to sign up.
Yep.
Totally, completely free. Not even a credit card asked for.
Is
Okay,
that-
so
What's the link?
How many people go to the Thursday morning? I think they call it power groups.
It's
Oh,
called,
the
I think
Power
it's
Hour,
called Tax
Michelle
Planner
and-
Pro or something
Michelle
like
and
that.
Hector.
yeah, I have the
Get
app.
that email?
I do, but I wasn't available to watch at the time. And I don't worry, because I have the app for that, I don't always necessarily worry about getting them live.
No, and you'll get the email. You will get the email of the rerun. And if you
Right.
go watch that and sign up now, it sounded like it was important to sign up now because people who sign up now are doing them a favor. And so because they're doing a favor, we're going to get some bonuses that people who sign up later on aren't going to get,
Bye, everybody. Gotta go. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Yvette. Have a great time at the play.
Thanks.
Fun. Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
I'll see if I can find that email, but I don't think he sent out the recording yet.
Okay. I'll look on Facebook and look on the Power Hour group. I bet it's there.
Yeah, here it is. Hold on. I just went there. Okay. Let's see if I can find it. I'm on another computer.
Show up on this thing instead of that gray thing.
What? What are you talking about?
I see some people's faces, but I'm like this little gray head and big fat shoulders.
Do you have a Zoom account, Deborah? Did you sign up for one?
Yeah, I signed in with the Zoom.
Okay. Of your own Zoom account.
Yep.
Did
Oh,
you?
there
There you are.
There you are. Hello.
You can go to your profile and upload an image, and then when you have your video off, the image will show up.
Okay, good, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Nice.
I have to keep you guys on mute because I'm watching to see myself on the news right now.
Cool.
Because obviously I couldn't remember what I said today.
How'd that go?
It went good.
Will they give you a recording of it?
No, they always put it up on their website like shortly thereafter. So
Okay.
yeah. My husband's being a jokester.
He's laughing.
Yeah, there's some people that got arrested. He goes, "Oh, there you are." When they show the mug shots, I'm like, nice.
So, Ms. Misha,
Yeah.
you want to talk about Trello?
Oh no, Trello. I've been schooled on Trello by some lady named Joanne.
How does what's the Susan said? How does Joanne know everything? Not fair. I don't know. That's funny. Well, actually, the funny story is that there's this local reporter that she's known me. I've known her since she was a reporter or an editor for a local magazine, and now she was at one newspaper, or she was at Time Warner, and now she's at Channel 3. So every time she needs a story, she knows she can call me. and interview me. So, and she sent my name to other reporters too. So,
Now
and
you're
when
on call.
yeah, so like I'm on call whenever they need somebody to talk to really quickly about a stupid tech story or whatever, they'll call me. So
Well, nice.
we'll see. The one lady said she wants to have me come in on Saturday live and do a Dollar Tree segment for saving money for Dollar Tree. Obviously, she found my YouTube, my hidden.
Well, I was going to say, can't she, you only have about 100 YouTubes on that.
You can never have enough Dollar Tree videos.
Hey, Joanne, I saw your stuff on, I think it was on a Google Plus page. I saw your Dollar Tree one. I'm like, man, how did she find that stuff? That is so cool. I had no idea.
Well, I got to tell you, I got one Dollar Tree video that's making me about $35 a month right now. So
Wow.
keep
You
watching.
never know what's going to really, pick up and go crazy.
Yeah.
Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree sure is shopping therapy.
It is.
If I ever need shopping therapy, I go to the dollar store and I can buy everything that I want in the entire store. Might only last 5 minutes after I get it home, but that's okay.
And how much are their prices, Gina?
$1. Everything's $1.
Who made her say that?
Who did? Who did that?
James.
No, still can't remember that question I wanted to ask. I got so much floating around in my head. I swear I'm gonna. Oh, look at
nice.
that,
Is that
Deborah. That's
one
pretty.
of your finds from the cruise? Miss Deborah?
Can't hear you, Deborah. You're muted.
Someone is typing.
Somebody's typing.
Well, that was me.
Ah.
I was looking for the Tax Planner Pro app.
But we can't
okay.
we can't hear you, Deborah. Unmute.
All those four
Unmute.
screens, you can't figure out which one to
There
unmute?
you go.
I got that at a yard sale today, $1.50.
Wow, nice.
Look what I got for my birthday.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Is there a
Happy
special
birthday.
someone?
Yeah, me.
Okay. Okay, I didn't know if it meant anything special.
It does. It means Misha loves Misha.
Okay. That works too.
Yeah, I've realized that, I'm a grown, I can't say that, woman, and I ain't waiting around for nobody to do nothing for me. I'm going to do stuff for myself.
There you go. You rock.
If I see it and I like it, I'm going to have it.
You're going to do it. Do you remember Adrian Yates?
Yes.
Yeah.
Contacting him, and he's talking about coming on. He's
Good.
doing some interesting things these days. I might have to, well, I don't know. In Google Plus, they used to have a thing, require people to be 18 or above. Do they have that in Zoom? Or do we just have to be very careful about what we say?
I don't know. Who's
Hey, anything
under
that they
18?
haven't heard on TV.
Who's typing?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, Dennis.
Better mute myself.
The culprit.
Repeat what you said, Deb.
We won't say anything that they haven't heard on a TV show.
But that's true too.
Hardly any. I mean, everything can be said then.
Yeah.
So wait, somebody's under 18 that's coming in?
No, not
No.
Adrian Yates.
He's doing over 18-year-old things. He's doing adult
Oh.
stuff.
Oh,
He's doing what?
he's doing adult stuff?
Yes.
Oh
Oh, like porn?
No.
my God!
No.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I was
No,
thinking.
a definite no on
You
that.
said
I
adult,
thought we left
Adult stuff, I thought that's porn.
but that's what adult stuff means.
It's other stuff too, dear. End this conversation. We'll talk later.
I thought we left Google Plus to leave the porn there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no. Who wants to leave
Absolutely.
before? Did we vote on that?
I overruled everyone. Period. End of story.
So I have a situation. Well, a situation. I don't know. It's more venting than anything.
Uh-oh, what's happening, Misha?
Am I hearing TV? Oh, sorry.
It's
me.
me. I'm listening to.
Oh, you're watching the TV. Okay, yeah.
I'll be
Okay,
on you. I'm
so
sorry.
okay. So I've been having an interesting time finding somebody to help me. I've gone through maybe 5 people already. I've reached out to them because they have a set of skills I want to use. I've tapped them. I've explained to them what I need them to help me with the business. They've agreed. And like, oh, not even a week, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, they get a job. Like, what the hell is going on?
I thought you were giving him a job.
No kidding.
I think it's the amount of work that and when you're talking virtual, I understand what you're talking about because I've had the same problem. When you're working virtual, it's like they don't really treat it like a real job.
Not even that. All they have done, they haven't even started working with me. I'm getting ready. I've explained to them what I kind of want to do. They get excited. They're like, yeah, I could do that. Granted, they're all in transition, but it just so happens that literally when we connect and the vibe, either the vibe I'm giving them or the fact that they've just released that worry that you can't find something because now they've found something with me.
Yeah.
They've just opened themselves up to the universe and then bam, stuff just keeps coming in.
Right.
It's like they got pregnant after adopting a baby.
Right.
Exactly. And I'm like, because now they're like, oh yeah, I'll help you. I'll be in there. I just had it happen to me again this week. She literally.
If it's IT work, then consider that normal.
No, but she literally just said yes. We just started working, figuring out how we're gonna do it and how it's gonna look. Then she's like, oh, my temp agency just called me and I'm gonna go interview for this, position. She goes and interviews for the position. They fell in love with her. She's like, hey, I need you to do a reference for me. So I do the reference, of course. She's my friend. She's been my friend for 26 years. And then not even the day after, they said, okay, you got the job. And I've just set her up on Trello and we're getting her on Qbox and she's gonna do like HR stuff for me and more administrative stuff. But she's in transition. She's having some issues, but she needed to find a job, which I am totally like, I'm so happy. The same thing happened with another friend of mine. She was in transition and she was looking for something and she was going to come to see me on Monday. They called her and offered her the job and she started the Wednesday. So I'm like, so I'm owning it. It's a superpower that I have now.
What do you looking to help when they get hired on another job?
I think my friends that I'm tapping because I know what their situation is and they have the free time. Not that they have the free time, but they're in transition or they're looking for, for something or whatever. So it's just so funny that, all this.
You need to target moms that are at home and want to work from home.
That's what I've been trying to do. These people are moms. But I just happen to know them personally and they know me. So it's, they've been friends for years.
Misha.
Yes?
What are you looking for help with?
Oh, just administrative help physically in the office. Since I just moved to a new office and I'm just still setting up. So I'm trying to, and it's year end, I'm trying to get ready for tax season in January. And so I'm trying to manage my daily bookkeeping activities and get ready for my clients for the end of the year. But I need help getting my business structured in a different way now that I'm in an office.
So are you looking for virtual help or are you looking for people to come into the office?
I just need one person. I don't need people. I need one lonely person to sit across from me and I can say, can you update this form? Can you do this for me? Can you research this for me? Can you, that sort of thing.
Well,
get the filing cabinet situated because we're just in here, that kind of thing.
When you hire them, when are they going to start?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
It sounded like none of them started right away. You were discussing how to start, but you hadn't actually.
Yeah, but we haven't really. I've explained to them what I kind of want, and we were trying to do little powwow meetings to kind of figure out exactly get everything out of my head and on paper, and then we were going to chunk it up, get the conference room set up for rental, still get chairs, still get the office set up, start advertising to bring in,
Right.
conference room rental space, that sort of thing, like little things like that. Get the filing cabinet organized.
Well, I would say that if you hire somebody and you want them to be hired, you need to fill in when you hire them, fill in the paperwork, send it into the state of whatever.
Linda, it got nothing to do with that. It ain't got nothing to do with paperwork and sending them to the state. I could give her $1 million. It don't matter. It's
They would still go take another job.
Exactly, because they're in transition, they're looking for work. But it just so happened that when Dave agreed to come help me get myself situated,
they suddenly find something
they
themselves.
suddenly find something that they're actually looking for, as opposed to, oh, I'll help you out, Misha. You're my friend. You've been my friend for years.
Oh, okay.
Stop hiring friends.
That's what I said. I'm like, and the funny thing is, I tell them when I talk to her and I said, she's like, yeah, I'll help you. I have free time. I just take the kids and put them on the bus, and I'm still looking and putting out resumes or whatever. When she sat down and talked to me, I said, I hope you realize the minute you commit to me, you're going to get a job. I said that to her. So when she texted me yesterday and said, I got the job, I go, I know.
Better give you a placement fee.
That's right. You need a headhunter fee.
Apparently, I'm now going to own it as a superpower, and
Sort of a psychic job hunter.
The job was
okay, you
Agree to work for Misha, and you'll get a real job.
Are you looking for a job? Come. Misha will talk to you. She'll tell you what to do. If you agree to be with her, you're going to get a job the next day.
So you're looking for somebody on site then?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. And where are you located?
Massachusetts.
You're right about that.
I know. Yeah, I'm about 30 minutes south of Boston, so I'm in one of the suburbs of Boston. But yeah, it's been funny because the first time it happened, I thought it was just, oh, okay. Then it happened the second time. I was like, well, damn. Like, then it happened the third time. I was like, what?
What's the difference between what you're offering and them and the positions that they're taking instead of yours?
Full-time, benefits, taking care of their family.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, I ain't mad at them. Oh, I'm not mad. No. I'm encouraging them. I think what it is, when you're in a place and you have this negative, you don't even realize you're doing it. It's just this negative cloud over you, worrying about what you're going to do, how you're going to survive, that sort of thing. And I think what it is as I've tapped them, because obviously they're looking for something to do while they're searching, it brings them out of that place. And when it brings them out of that place, their vibe changes, their outlook changes, their perspective changes, and then things start to flow in a different way. And I think that's really that's all it is. So I can't be mad at them at all.
All right, I got a suggestion.
Yeah.
Do you have a spare bedroom?
Now I do, but it's going to be my storage closet.
Oh, because I was going to move my son down. If he can live with you and he can.
How old is your son?
25.
Damn. Sorry. Because I was going to say my room is big.
You know what? It's all good.
Now, behave, ladies.
I know, right? Come on, this is an adult show. I mean,
yeah, no
porn.
Do I need to submit a picture along with his resume?
Yes, please. preferably one without a shirt.
I can do that. Yeah. Might see that on my Facebook page.
You know what? You gotta stop. You're gonna get your son is gonna be all blushing and stuff.
We're gonna change this subject now.
Yes, please.
How was
Donna,
Deborah?
are you with us?
Yeah.
I just see a blank screen. I'm glad that you joined us. Is there anything you wanted to talk about before we end our show today?
Yes, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm having a problem with my resume. I want to either be able to do temp work while I'm trying to get more clients, and also I'm trying to do look for work online, freelance work online, and I'm having a problem with the resume. So I want to know, how do you all get your clients? Do they ask for your resume or your experience? Do you present it to them?
I've given up resumes once I stopped working for other people. So
Okay.
Yep, I don't do resumes at all. I need to update my resume. I think I only use my resume for like applications to when I applied to be a certified minority woman business enterprise with the state. They asked for a resume, like stuff like that.
I will send people to my website and look at my recommendations and what it is that I'm doing that way.
Yeah, I was going to
Just
say, that's
given
what
a
I do.
resume.
Yeah, I have LinkedIn, and I send them to. I have a LinkedIn link, and my LinkedIn basically is my updated resume, and I just make sure you have a testimonial page on that. And I always do offer clients. I tell them at any point in time they can contact. I give them a couple of clients that I know that would always be available for recommendations. So.
I guess I've lucked out in that I haven't had anyone ask for recommendations or stuff like that.
Well,
And
most
I haven't
people,
had
I get have been referred by other people. So
exactly. Yeah.
Right there.
Right.
Okay, because I'm just having a hard time now because I've been out of work for about 10 years, and I have over 30 years worth of work. And when I put that on my resume, I had someone at they were doing resume advice, and I was explaining to her, I said I have over 30 years worth of work, and I'm looking to do more of a professional position. And she kept telling me only go back no further than 10 years.
Well,
that I won't have anything really, because I only have one client, and I see her for maybe like four times during the year. And it's usually more for taxing, the income tax year than anything else.
Well, Donna, you have 30 plus years. You shouldn't even be saying the word resume.
Yeah,
you should have a CV, and that CV chunked up in summaries of all of your accomplishments.
Yeah.
So it's not your standard a CV.
It's called a functional resume.
It shouldn't be that you're eliminating all of the skills that you've had and going back only 10 years. It's a compilation of what you have done over the last 30 years that you should be highlighting on your resume. Yes, if they need specifics of where you did what you did, but what you need to put on your resume is what you did and how you did it, as opposed to where you did it and when.
Got it. That's what I had one of my functioning resumes, and she told me, no, you have to break this down to get rid of all of this, because this is not going back 10 years. And I'm sitting here looking at it, but if I do that, I'm just going to have a blank piece of paper with my name on top and my address and phone number.
And she's a younger person, correct?
Yes, she's
dealing with younger folks. She's not dealing with older professional people who have multiple years of experience. And it's hard to explain to them, because they're thinking, oh, a resume should only be one page.
Right.
And you need to show where you were, the job, when you did it. But in your case, because you're 30 years experience, what you need to do is highlight or summarize all of the skills that you have, and basically strategically do it so that it shows how you did that over the course of the 30 years.
Will somebody be able to take a look at the resume that I have now and help me out?
Donna, what state are you in?
I'm in New York. I can email it or.
Okay. you could do that and I might be able to help you. But if you've been unemployed for 10 years, the state of New York has a lot of places that can help you.
Right, she gave me that list as well. And also I have a slight handicap because I walk with a cane. And then also I'm 51, and she was telling me it's going to be hard because of those two factors as well. So
Well, that's her opinion. I'm 71 and I don't have any trouble getting work. And I have a crooked back. I have scoliosis. I know people in wheelchairs that work. And as far as I know, there's an American Disabilities Act, and they have to make all of these offices accessible. So
sorry to interrupt you, Linda. Donna, a CV basically is an in-depth document that is laid out over 2 or more pages, and it contains high-level detail of your achievements, a great detail more than just, it's your career biography. Don't look at it as it's not a functioning resume. I know you like to say that, but it is basically a bio. It's your career bio. And that needs to span over the 30 years, and how you lay it out.
That's it.
It's a lot different than saying, okay, from January 2014 to January 2015, I worked at this thing doing this thing. That's not how it needs to be laid out.
Also, doesn't
go to our
need to
websites
include
and
work
look at our
experience either.
websites and see what we say there.
It doesn't need to include work experience. You could have like volunteer experience. You could have life experience that demonstrates certain skills.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of bullet points and saying, this is what I did for volunteer. This is what I did for this, and this is what I did. It is think of it as a biography, and it could be 3 pages, 4 pages, whatever, to encompass that 30 years experience.
Donna, look in the chat. I put a link in there for you that describes.
Okay, I see it.
So you have to change.
Understand a little bit better.
Yeah, if you change your mindset of what you're trying to do, you're thinking resume, looking for a job. You're not. You're looking for a career. You're looking to show your career experience and how you can maximize that in a new way.
What I would do is I would have like a source document that has things broken out and organized, and then cut and paste to kind of customize the document for whoever you're applying for. So you want to make sure that it's tailored for that particular company. So you might want to, if you have a standard form, it may not fit some of the, the criteria, but if you can customize it. And so to me, I would have it, organized where you have things blocked out into certain areas that you could just cut and paste and sort of, tailor it to the job description.
But
that's what she had mentioned also.
But here's the thing, Dennis. What you just said is what you do for a resume. That is not what you do for a curriculum vitae. That is not what you do.
You could have.
It is because you have the cover letter, the cover page will focus on the position you're applying for. The rest of the document lists your career biography. That is it. Your career biography, you cannot change that. That is what it is. The cover page is what you use to show, look at this is my experience, and this is how I can fit into your job.
Yeah, but the reality is, people don't read resumes anymore. It's machines that read the resumes.
She's not applying for a job. She is looking for a career. She is a professional. It is a totally different ball game when you do that.
Donna, what field has most of your experience been in?
Well, I was doing, because I have temped most of my life and most of my work career, and it was in account. Most of it was in accounting, but I've also would do reception work, administrative assistant work, office management work, as well as computer. I did documentation where I was working at Goldman Sachs. Can't think of the other one. Where I was preparing the pitch books for the investors to present to the investor bankers to present to their clients.
Sounds like just the sort of thing that Misha's looking for. Move to Boston.
Donna, we can solve your problem right now. Okay? All you have to do All
Acquire.
you have to do is agree.
The magic
This is all you have to do.
right here.
Agree to help me, and I will just.
Well, that's like you're saying, is it virtual? Is it a virtual position? Because
Honey, at this point, I don't even think my superpower and you need to be in the room to have my. All you have to do is agree to help me, and we talk for a few minutes, and then boom, the next day, job offers are just going to line up, be pouring out. They're just going to be raining down.
There you go.
Another successful hangout.
There you go.
Such a versatile group.
Well, thank you very much for the information, because I just couldn't put my finger on it. I'm like, I know there's some kind of document or
Yep.
present where a professional can present themselves.
Yeah,
But
it's different when you're where you are versus somebody who's starting out 5-10 years experience.
Right.
They have to present themselves. It definitely makes a big difference. And this is from my years of working, in HR and with students in college and higher ed, and getting them ready to hit the workforce in the student employment office, and then after that, working in HR and looking at all of this stuff. It's just a different way that you have to present yourself.
Right. That's what I thought. Like, she kept saying, no, you can't go back don't go back any further than 10 years. And I'm looking at, I'm like, okay, did you not hear what I said?
Yeah.
I've been out of
And
work
she's not the right counselor for you.
for 10 years. Right. And I came to that conclusion, but I was kind of upset. She gave me some good tips, but she also told me to remove my resume from my Lycan account. And I'm like, why would I want to remove that? It wasn't making any sense.
That's the whole point of LinkedIn, is to have that's your resume. That's what it's supposed to be.
Right, because you told me to remove the physical one, because we took a look at it. She said, no, you don't need this. Just get rid of this. Remove this from your.
I mean, once you sit down, do some research, pull up some different examples of what CVs look like.
Mm-hmm.
And then use a template or use a sample to kind of target how do you want to lay your career out, because that's really what it is. You're doing a career biography, basically.
Gotcha. Because I'm like at my wit's end now, because I'm falling behind in bills and everything else, and I've been catching up by trying to catch up with the past 10 years by seeing what was the latest accounting software, anything that I can try to catch up on, find out what's going on in the accounting and the office industry.
Yep.
So I won't go in there, like a deer in headlights when if I can't find any clients.
Right.
Thank you, Misha. Very helpful information.
Oh, you're welcome.
All righty, everyone. We're going to end our program tonight on that note. Positive. Misha's magic is going to happen. Come on with us and let us know about your job offers.
Awesome. Okay. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Have a great weekend, everyone. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.